A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Running inside, it's Jordan. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab down the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Ripping through the defense. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Got a little grass. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it on the counter. Got room to work. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Running inside. It's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Bowman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Carr from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They want to run this quarterback. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
There's the pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Run inside. It's Williams.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to it. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Finds his tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to...
Might have it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Number 35, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to gotta get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a handoff. It's Young.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Power football with the run. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. With the draw, it's Miller. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Mayava.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This quarterback part of their running game. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Carr. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. He's going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Cardinals with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And that is a big late-season win over a team they may very well see again in the playoff. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. On the delay, it's Jordan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Puts it out of the air. Touchdown, Trojans! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Running inside, it's Williams. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now on second down for this offense. They give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Trying to move them on the counter. Could be an alley. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Young. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. The give is to Williams. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Where did he go?
Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Flips it out on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Let it go.
They'll give it to him again.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Direct snap. Finding some room. Touchdown, Trojans. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The run inside. It's Williams. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's got him. Lowers those pads. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
From the gun on third down, Carr unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Wormley. There's a crease. Smashes through the tackle. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And I know this defense wasn't set up in a good position. Obviously, they were not set up with the best field position, but they've got to answer the call, man. That's back-to-back really good plays for this offense, and now we got to flush that. We got to put it behind us, make a stand right here, and try to limit the damage and make them kick a field goal.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The run inside. It's Wormley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Bounced off his feet. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it way down the field. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
To the air again, Carr. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Throwing, Carr. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. The Irish punch back.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. With the draw, it's Miller. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Pressure coming. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, USC.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Tommy Trojan rides with a the sword on his belt and his jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.